welcome to Channel 5 News, and today we're going to be talking about the recent events that have been happening here in Spain. Now, as many of you guys may know, Spain is no longer one of the leading powers of the world, with Dutch, French, and English passing all of us. Slowly progressing through the 1600s, we were growing weaker army-wise and economically. Costly overseas wars are having a huge part in draining the country's wealth, and traders from the Americas have caused citizens to stop caring about farming, assuming that they'll just find new wealth with new findings. But the citizens are not all to blame for this though. The government has been heavily taxing the small middle class, causing some of their biggest supporters to back away. Economy is also going down because of expulsion against Muslims and Jews, who are an essential part of the workforce. Next, we're going to head on over to the Historical Art Museum in Spain to see Rachel and a bunch of the historical art pieces there, right after this short commercial break.
Hi, Kate Thompson here with SpanishBoats.com. Buy your Spanish Armada boat now with only $5.99 shipping and handling. Look, it even floats.
You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float.
Welcome back. Now we have Rachel over at Spain's Historical Art Museum. Over to you.
Hello, my name is Rachel Reese, and we are here today at Spain's Historical Art Museum to observe paintings and sculptures from the 15 and 1600s. This time was called the Spanish Renaissance. The Spanish Renaissance was a new focus on literature, quotes, and science that emerges from the Italian Renaissance. This Renaissance began because of the publication of the first vernacular and the European language, and because of the discoveries of the Western Hemispheres and the Americas. Our first sculpture today is called Saint Mark by Alfonso Berget in the year 1560. Over here we have the Crucifixion by Juan de Fuentes in the year 1518. Come join me over here where we have the Christ Blessing by Fernando Gallego in 1496. Now over here we have a painting by Luis de Morales called The Virgin Nursing the Child. Lastly, over here we have El Expolio by El Greco, who's one of the most famous painters from this time. He is best known for his elongated figures and fantastic pigmentation. That's all we have for today. Thank you for joining me. Back to you, Ellie.
Thanks, Rachel. Now we're going to go over to Max, who is interviewing Philip II.
Welcome to Channel 5 News. Here today with me is Philip II, the King of Spain. Philip led Spain to the Golden Age and organized the Spanish Armada. Please welcome Philip II. It's good to speak with you tonight, Philip.
It's good to speak with you too.
Philip, when did you start to rule Spain?
Oh, I started ruling Spain on January 16, 1556.
Philip, how would you describe things at home?
Good. Our marriage is very strong, and the alliance that we created by getting married is even stronger.
Philip, how would you describe yourself as a ruler?
Well, our government is a monarchy. I was appointed by God, and anyone that says otherwise must die.
If that interview left you wondering more about the Spanish Armada, here's Kate live at the scene.
Hi, I'm out here in Gravelines, France, where the English Navy has just defeated the Spanish Armada. After 8 hours of fighting, a change of wind brought the Spanish Armada defeat. They retreated north, and it crushed all hopes of invasion.
Thank you for joining us here today at Channel 5 News. See you tomorrow.
Hello everyone, I am Don Jean, and today on Old News we'll be talking about King Louis XIV taking over France. But first I have a wedding to go to.
During St. Bartholomew Day, a royal Huguenot wedding took place and was suddenly corrupted by the French Catholics. Instead of a wedding, a massacre took place and over 3,000 Huguenots were killed. This sparked the religious war. Huguenots were massacred by the French Catholics because they wanted to diminish their numbers in order to have overall religious power. After the massacre, the French Catholics celebrated, and the Catholic Pope awarded them each a medal for each Huguenot they slaughtered.
Chapel was cute, but the reception was terrible. Bandage. The quarrels between French Protestants and the Catholics were literally tearing France apart.
He wanted to gain control of France more than anything, so he battled Catholic oppositions and ended the conflict by doing what? Well, remember 2 seconds ago when I said Henry hated Catholics? Well, to end this war, he converted his religion to none other than Catholicism.
So all the damage that Henry has done to France is going to now be reset, because now Henry wants to repair France. He is going to improve agriculture, improve bridges, rebuild roads, and improve the commuting with the citizens.
When Henry was killed, his 9-year-old son Louis XIII inherited the throne. Then 14 years later, he appointed Cardinal Richelieu as the chief administrator.
Oh, would you look at that? It's time for the open letter. Oh, you shouldn't have, guys. I mean, you really shouldn't have. You see, normal people in the world don't get medals for killing each other. So screw you, French Catholics. Best wishes, Don Jean. As we get farther into the subject of kings, King Louis XIV ruled France in 1643.
Shortly after he became king, an uprising called the Fronde caused a major disorder in France. This was a great rebellion in which nobles, merchants, peasants, and urban poor all fought in order to protest royal power. He called himself the Sun King. The sun was his symbol because it stands at the center of the galaxy, and he should stand at the center of the nation. Some of the peasants said that if you looked at him, your eyes would burn, as if you were literally looking at the sun.
Bright! It's too bright!
Hey, are you Huguenots tired of being forced to flee France? Well, now I can flee in style by renting our newest 16th century horse-drawn carriages at the Carriage. We have first, second, and third class carriages right here at our establishment. So don't hesitate. Let us now come on down to the Carriage and claim your rental today.
This grand palace began as a mere hunting lodge for King Louis XII, but became so much more for King Louis XIV, who made it the seat of his power. King Louis moved the entire royal court to Versailles. He secured the support of all of the nobles through stiff bribes and various sketchy deals.
One of the worst decisions Louis made was putting tons of money and resources into the wars in order to expand French borders.
He joined forces with the Dutch and English rulers to maintain the balance of power. But England fought against France in order to ensure that France and Spain would never unite and become alliances. France was weakened from the constant wars between England and they signed a treaty of Utrecht. Louis agreed to never try to unite with Spain again.
Another terrible decision that Louis made was seeing France's Protestant minority as a threat to religious and political unities.
So he confirmed the Edict of Nantes and made over 100,000 Huguenots flee France.
This is one of the worst decisions Louis made because the Huguenots were the most prosperous and hardworking subjects of all of Louis. Their absence caused the economy to fall. And that's all for today on this episode of Old News. See y'all next time.
Welcome to JR News. I'm Jack Rewards. Today's show is about England in the 1500s and 1600s. First, we'll go to Jordan for an interview with James I. He was England's first king.
Hi, King James. How do you feel about being elected?
I've been selected by God to rule however I want. I feel as if I have control over everything. I feel as if I am God.
How do you feel about the Parliament?
The Parliament just needs to understand that I was chosen by God. They want me to follow their dumb rules. I wanted funds to finance my lavish court and wage wars. They wanted me to wait slowly for them to collect taxes. So you know what I did?
What was it that you did?
I collected my own taxes without their dumb rules.
Is there anyone else that you had run-ins with?
Oh yes, those darn dissenters. They were making me demands to me, the King of England. So you know what I said?
What was it that you told them?
I vowed to harry them out of this land, or else do worse.
Now on to Nathan's interview with Oliver Cromwell.
Hi, I'm Oliver Cromwell.
Which party were you in during the English Civil War?
I was on the Roundheads group, or the Parliamentarians. Really don't know how you pronounce it, even though I've been in that group. I was nicknamed Old Ironside because of my ability to command the army was excellent.
What role did you play during the war?
I was a commander in the war, and I played an important role in defeating the Loyalist forces.
What happened to you after the war?
Well, I died of natural causes before the war ended, and as you can see, it does not look like I died of natural causes. Well, I'll explain it to you. I'll explain it to you. So after the war, the Loyalists returned to power in 1660, 2 years after I died. And so when they did, they dug up my body, hung me in chains, and beheaded me.
Now we'll go to a commercial break. Don't leave. We'll be back in a few minutes after the commercial break. Get the new execution sword today. It was used to kill King Charles I. It's sharp, it's light, and you can get yours for 200 euros. Alright, I will show you how this works. Get the new execution blade today. Tell us some things about yourself, King Charles.
Well, my father, Charles I, was tried and executed. England then became a republic, with the Commonwealth ruling England. Oliver Cromwell was the dictator. I became king in 1660 after his death.
What is something different about you, King Charles?
Well, I'm the first English king in over a decade. I kept some of Cromwell's ideas about morality, education, and equality, and I support the Protestant religion, but I'm trying to restore the Catholic Church.
How do you plan to rule, King Charles?
I plan to rule as the only king of England like my father did. I will work with Parliament to get new laws passed. I will try to get the people to like me, but also work for the good of England.
Well, people sure do like you. Now back to Jack. Thank you for watching JR News. Have a good night. It's sharp. Oh my god. It's sharp. It's light, and it is. Oh god. Wow. It's light, and oh my god.
King James the First.
Breaking news on the Queen of Austria, Queen Maria Theresa.
I am Maria Theresa, and I was the first and last lady to rule the Habsburg domains.
I am Duke Francis Stephen, the husband of Maria Theresa.
Hi, I'm Marie, her daughter.
I'm Joseph.
Hi, I'm Maria.
Hello, I am Maria Josephina.
Can I get your name?
I don't have time for this.
The point, she had 16 kids.
I'm Maria Teresa. I am the most powerful, the most prettiest girl in this world.
Maria, is
How
that
do
you?
you turn this off?
Oh my gosh. Now we'll be joining Lauren in the Austrian succession.
Who shall inherit the throne now that Charles VI is dead?
I, Maria Teresa, his daughter, shall inherit the crown.
No! You're a girl! Why do you think you want the throne over Maria Teresa?
Well, I want the throne because, first of all, I'm filthy rich. And second of all, because I have great political experience.
Why should you have the throne, Princess Teresa?
I think I deserve the throne because my daddy was king, and just because he's gone doesn't mean my family can't live on. I practically have the money, I practically have the crown right on my head, and I'm just perfect.
So why do you deserve the throne?
First of all, ladies can't rule. Second of all, refer to the first. Third of all, I'm filthy rich.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna need you to back up. We really can't see you. We really can't. Oh, yeah.
Okay, is this good?
A little more. All right, right there is good. Thank you, sir.
Why do you think you deserve the throne? Because I hunt, and I fish, and I occasionally read the Bible.
Why do you deserve the throne?
I mean, I'm practically one step higher than God.
Sir, try to be less disgusting.
I'm sorry, I'll quit! Hunting and fishing always gets the throne.
I practically already have it in the bag.
Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it?
All right, I have the results right here. Okay, and the winner of the throne is Maria Teresa! No!
Now to Andrea on King Frederick William I of Prussia.
Hello, I am William Frederick I of Prussia. I am known as the Soldier King. You know why I'm king? Let me tell you. It's because I am the best. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be a violinist. You're my son, not a girl. You should be a hunter or a fisher or go stab something. You cannot be a princess.
3 days later.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm preparing Emilio for his death. You're acting such like a girl, and you're supposed to be a ruler one day. And one day people will call you Henry the Great.
Please, I will do anything.
You know what? It's already done. Yeah, that's right. You can't. You have to be a ruler one day, okay? Now go hunt. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I cannot believe my dad. I can't believe he just killed my friend. All just because I just love music and I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm honestly sorry to Henry because, you know, I killed his best friend and all, but it had to be done. Like, there's only two things I love in life, and that's death and money. And I already have a lot of money, you know, because I'm such a great king and all. I just love money. I mean, Prussia loves money. We all really just love money. And, you know, I think this is going to hang on Henry's wall.
You were a great king. I wish I was your son.
You were the best Prussian king I've ever known. Please rest in peace. I love you.
Oh, Dad, rest in peace. I will promise I will never touch a violin again. And yesterday I caught a deer.
We'll return after these messages.
Hello, I'm Fred, and this is my sword. And I, today, am going to demonstrate to you how it works. This is Billy. Wave to them, Billy. With your other hand. I'm going to demonstrate to you how this works. 3, 2, 1. It works!
Hey guys, it's Haley back again with another 30 Years vlog. I've been here for a couple years now, and it's just like I'm sick and tired of it. Like, it's just been a long time, and it started about religion, and now it's all about like who's better. Like, nobody really cares. Go home. I just miss all my friends, and they're all dying. And
No, Bailey. No.
I can't do it anymore. It's been too long. How long will it go on?
I'm Maria wait, what was her name? I am Maria Jonah.
Hey guys, it's Haley. I can't do this. I don't know what to say. Where's the record button? Oh! Okay, we can't have that.
I'm Maria Anna.
Why shouldn't I have the wait, no, one of
3.
breaking news. Have you ever noticed that we're all the 4 same people? Maximo and Francio.
Wait, did I not press record?
Wait.
Of her mother.
Oh my
Mother political experience.
Hi, welcome back to your daily Russian news. Today we're going to be talking about Moscow. What do you want to tell us about that, Connor?
We have an interview with Ivan the Terrible down on the scene at the Warm Water Port, talking about his conquest.
Thanks, Connor. I'm here with Ivan the Terrible. Ivan, how is this warm water port gonna benefit the East?
Yes, the Warm Water Port is going to help us ship goods and weapons across the nation to help us conquer.
Well, doesn't look that warm to me.
Zarkinis Yaskini!
Haha, man, I love you too. That's nice. So what have you been up to lately?
Going to the church and praying for countless hours.
Is that it?
Yes, I believe so.
Because I heard there's some rumors. Like, after the church, you go and torch people, and you also killed your son. You have anything to comment on that?
No, not at all.
What about the secret police that are also torturing people? Nothing to do with that either? Oh, okay, folks, so those rumors are not true. Not at all. All right, well, Ivan, thanks for your time, and we're going to commercial right here.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Right there with that beard. You really still have that tangled old thing? It looks like a beard your grandpa would have. Well, now is the time to get rid of it. With the up and coming of westernization, we Russia need all of our citizens to be shaven and looking classy. Not with those nasty old smelly beards. Just look at Peter the Great. See, even the leader of all Russia has his beard shaven. And so should you. And with just a quick trip to the barber shop. Wow, looking snazzy. Now what are you waiting for? Go get that beard off.
Well, I'm here with Peter the Great. He's told me a lot about being in his wars. Well, Peter, let's show the rest how you do in wars.
I fight in a lot of wars, son.
Well, you've been winning or losing those wars.
I win most of them.
Well, how do you?
I have all these advisors that live over in Western Europe. They tell me all these sick new army formations that they're coming up with.
Well, who's most dominant, your Navy or Army?
My Navy has been super helpful for me.
Well, I don't know about that, but I guess it works. You think you like my beard?
I think it looks stupid.
Why's that?
Over in Western Europe, they have all these clean-shaven faces. It looks much neater.
I don't see no rats coming out yet.
Breaking news, Ivan the Terrible's secret police are flooding our office and we need to leave right now.
Stay tuned tomorrow if we live.
Oh man, I'm gonna die!